everyone's on digital. Everyone's on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. And all the competitors are on there. But a different way to look at it too, though, is there are some industries that don't use digital as much. So digital still can be a place to do it.
Right.
Right? Like, you see a lot of insurance agents. I don't see very many insurance agents doing social media right, especially when it comes to using paid ads.
Right.
Or like attorneys, so it's industry based. It's what your competitors are doing. If you're in like a mass market, like a fitness or dating or making money opportunities, most of these digital places are going to be flooded with people pushing this stuff, right? But if you're anything else outside of those industries, you're pretty much, it's still wide open.
Right.
Because most of the competitors are not investing in it because they're still doing only the traditional strategies, billboard, direct mail, and TV.
Yeah, well, I would say too, most local businesses really don't do a very good job with digital marketing, and local traffic is cheap.
Yes,
like you can saturate a city on the cheap if you want to get a video out there or something like that and be known as the place to go to for XYZ services. You can get that video out there, and honestly, it works even better if you're in a boring industry, right? I've had people come to me and say, "Oh, my industry's boring. I had a title company. It's boring. What do I do? How do I?" And we talked about some things, but title companies make a lot of money. They have a lot of money to put towards advertising, which can easily translate into a very, very high ROI. And it's a wide open field. No one in the title industry is doing a good job on digital ads. No one.
It's because what you just said, it's counterintuitive. Every single title company is thinking the same thing. We're so boring. How do we promote our title company? So therefore, they don't even try.
Yeah, and I mean, like, this is where my brain gets going because I love brainstorming. I love sitting down with the client and brainstorming. If we have anybody in the title company listening to this, this is where my brain goes. I'm like, okay, fine. You think your industry's boring. Lean into that. Record some videos that are the most boring videos and just own up the boringness. Be like, hey, just another boring title company video. And tell a little story or whatever. Be like, we'd love to have you come in. We'll make it super boring because no one likes an exciting title experience. They want calm, boring, everything put together. And just make this whole series of boring videos. That's something that would go nuts online.
Well, and that's something that no one's really trying because, like we said, the assumption within that industry is that, well, we can't do social media because we don't have anything fun to post, right? And so that's counterintuitive marketing because everyone else is intuitively thinking we have to do direct mail and the other traditional ways because that's the only way, that's how we've always done it. And sometimes it's good to try to break through and find new ways to do it because that's where a lot of the opportunity is going to be. And so I think, like, I actually saw an ad yesterday that I liked a lot, and it's a local I could tell they were locally targeting. It was actually Topgolf.
Okay.
And it was on TikTok.
Okay.
And I said, wow, see, they get it because traffic costs right now on TikTok, particularly local marketing, is basically free. And so you can reach a ton of people for a very low amount of money. And the fact that they're doing it and they got creative with it, I can assure you that campaign is performing well based off of dollars invested to dollars returned. Because when you're in a less competitive platform, or you're not everyone's going after the same people, that dollar, even if it's not as effective, like the conversion rate isn't great, it's still great because it's so cheap that if you convert 1 out of 1,000, but you're paying $2 to reach that 1,000, it makes economic sense. And so that's kind of, and you can build a brand that way because you are quote unquote branding yourself while still doing direct response. And so I just feel like doing things where it almost feels, I don't know, for lack of a better word, dumb or scary or almost irresponsible to do, right? Like you almost feel irresponsible. I'm going to run TikTok ads for like a grown-up business, but it's always worth a try because you don't know, and we don't want to make the assumption that we do know.
Right.
Right. And that's something that I find a lot of business owners make, is breaking the golden rule of assuming everyone consumes and purchases exactly like you. Because
Right.
that's not true. These platforms wouldn't exist unless there was a demand.
Right.
Right. And so people behave differently.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've also seen a lot of people. I've talked with several people that have said, TikTok is just for younger audiences,
Yeah.
whatever, and it's not. There's a wide range of people on there, and honestly, not a lot of people on TikTok are monetizing their following well at all. In fact, most of them aren't.
Yep.
And so there definitely is some opportunity there to make some moves. You just have to think about it and think it through. And like you said, maybe zig when everybody else is zagging along those lines. But I'd like to talk about one of the things, and this is old school marketing, but I feel like so many companies leave it, and we talk about it all the time. But it's email marketing.
Oh yeah.
It really is this wide open field,
It's the
and and it is a place that a lot of businesses just aren't leveraging. I can't tell you how many people have told me recently that, well, email marketing is dead. I said that 12 years ago.
Yeah.
It's still.
We're probably going to say it 20 years from now.
It's the marketing channel that just won't die, and you need to use. It's one of the cheapest marketing channels too.